Autumn, the most colorful season of the year. But for gardeners, it also means endless piles of fallen leaves. Most people rake them up, bag them, or even worse, burn them. But stop right there. Those leaves are not waste. They're nature's gift, the foundation of black gold, the richest compost you can make at home. Each leaf that falls is packed with carbon, minerals, and nutrients that your soil needs. Instead of sending them to the landfill, you can transform them into dark, crumbly humus that feeds your garden for free. Compost made from dry leaves improves soil texture, helps retain water, and makes your plants stronger and healthier. The best part, it costs nothing, just a little time and care. So, before you grab that trash bag, remember, what looks like a mess on your lawn is actually the raw material for your garden's most powerful fertilizer. Chapter 2: The Secret to Fast Decomposition. The problem with dry leaves is simple. They decompose too slowly. Left alone, they can take 1 or 2 years to turn into compost. But there's an easy way to speed it up dramatically. The trick: shred the leaves. Whole leaves stick together, block airflow, and trap moisture that suffocates the microbes that break them down. By shredding them, you give bacteria and fungi a much larger surface to work on. The easiest method is to spread the leaves on your lawn and run a mower over them. If your mower has a collection bag, you'll even get a perfect mix: shredded leaves and green grass clippings. And that's the secret duo: brown and green. The dry leaves give carbon, the grass gives nitrogen. Together, they create the perfect chemistry for fast composting. Chapter 3: The Perfect Compost Recipe. Composting is all about balance, the right mix of carbon and nitrogen. Dry leaves are rich in carbon. We call them brown material. But carbon alone won't feed microbes. They need nitrogen, the green material, to stay active and multiply. The magic ratio is 25 parts carbon to 1 part nitrogen. In practice, that means for every 3 parts of dry shredded leaves, add 1 part of green material. Great nitrogen sources include fresh grass clippings, banana, apple or potato peels, coffee grounds, microbe favorite, crushed eggshells, a sprinkle of wood ash, but use sparingly. Avoid meat, dairy, or oily food scraps. They attract pests and slow decomposition. If you can, add a small amount of manure, chicken, horse, or cattle. It's an excellent compost activator. And Dante, forget a handful of garden soil or old compost. That's like a starter culture full of beneficial microbes, ready to begin the transformation. Chapter 4: How to Build Your Compost Pile. Now it's time to layer your compost like a lasagna. Don't mix everything randomly. Proper layering keeps the pile airy, moist, and efficient. Start with a base of coarse twigs or dry branches. This helps drainage and airflow. Then add layer 1 brown, shredded leaves, around 20 centimeters thick. Layer 2 green, grass clippings, kitchen scraps, or manure, about 5 to 10 centimeters thick. Layer 3, a shovel of soil or old compost, your natural activator. After each layer, lightly sprinkle water. It should feel like a wrung-out sponge, not dry, not dripping. Some gardeners even pour potato or rice water over the pile to feed the microbes extra starch. Then repeat the layers until your bin or pile is full. Within 48 hours, the microbes begin their work, heating up the pile as decomposition starts. Chapter 5. Keeping the process alive. Once your compost pile heats up, oxygen becomes critical. Every 7 days, turn the pile with a fork or shovel to keep it aerated. This introduces fresh air and redistributes moisture, helping the microbes stay active. If it feels too dry, sprinkle water. If it smells bad, add more dry leaves. That means there's too much nitrogen. In just a few weeks, your compost will transform from messy layers into dark, earthy humus, rich, crumbly, and full of life. This black gold improves soil structure, increases fertility, and feeds your garden with billions of beneficial organisms. And the best part, you made it yourself from something that would have been thrown away. Chapter 6. Using your homemade compost. Now that you have your black gold, how do you use it? Simple. Treat it as both fertilizer and mulch. In your vegetable garden or flower beds, spread a 2 to 3 centimeters layer of compost around plants. You can also lightly mix it into the topsoil during spring or autumn. This natural fertilizer slowly releases nutrients, improves soil aeration, and keeps moisture locked in, perfect for hot or dry climates. Your vegetables will grow stronger, your flowers will bloom brighter, and your entire garden ecosystem will thrive naturally. And remember, when raking leaves next time, don't take everything away. Leave some behind to naturally feed your lawn and protect the soil beneath. If this guide helped you, share it with friends who love gardening, and tell us, what do you do with your autumn leaves?